Like I thought it would. I thought it was two teams played extremely hard in the first half. I've obviously made reference to a Pizza Hut parking lot yesterday and the fight and the grit. And I thought that that's what that took today. I'm really proud of my group. I'm really proud of the connectivity, the warrior mentality I thought we had. The first half was about as good defensively as I felt like we've played in a long, long time. And this game took on a real similar identity to the first game in Champaign. We came out foul. Got them on the line. It was about a year ago at this time that Dimitri Trice at Wisconsin had one of those very similar nights that Tyson had tonight. We forced hard twos. Those were hard twos other than the 1-3 he made. He made them. Give him credit. I thought we did a great job on Gabe. I thought we did a really good job on Max. And we forced two guys who haven't been big scorers for him to try to score the ball to beat us. I say this all the time. Jacob Grandison is a guy that I trust more than anything. He's in the gym at 3 o'clock the other night after coming back from Rutgers, he and Plummer. And it so often happens, really good things happen to you when you tackle adversity and you come out on the other side of it. But Kofi was excellent, dominant. He's had 2 great days of practice. And then Trent Frazier, and I gotta admit, it was a broken play. He went way too early on the play we had called, and just jumps up and makes a play. Just made a shot. And doesn't matter that he's 0 for 5 or 0 for 6 the first half, he just makes a shot. So good win for us, bouncing back after a lackluster performance at Rutgers. But I'm proud of this group and thought we did a lot of good things tonight.
Coach, you said second chance points were a big stat in this game. Can you comment on the effort on the offensive glass?
Well, I think we've been out rebounded 7 of our last 9, or somewhere close to that. I don't know if that's exactly right, but it's enough. It's enough. I was concerned coming into the game. I mean, obviously that's what Michigan State does, is rebound. But we had to get other guys rebounding beyond Kofi, and too often we take him for granted because he gets rebounds. But I thought tonight our activity was much better. Obviously Jake had a couple offensive rebounds. Kofi was obviously dominant with 5, but Kofi's energy was terrific tonight.
Brad, you really challenged your guys. Was there a point over the last couple of days that you knew that had resonated like this?
I thought it felt pretty good about it the first day, and then I was harder and more demanding the second, and they responded and really challenged them. And this group has a lot of they had a lot of fun last year winning it, and they know what it's about, and we needed to get back to that, and we needed to develop a little more of a warrior mentality, as I call it, and felt pretty good about that. High character guys in that locker room.
Brad, was Coleman's activity and energy especially helpful in that first half and noticeable?
Yes. He made one mistake, helping off Hauser, which is just about as big a sin as we can have on that end. But his activity, his energy, it's amazing. The ball goes in when you have that kind of energy. I liked our bench tonight. I'm really trying to find a rotation pattern, and I felt pretty good about that tonight, and making sure the guys had the right type of minutes. But Coleman was terrific.
Brad, to come in here and get your first win at Breslin as head coach here, and stay at top of the Big Ten, does that mean anything to you to get one from a guy I know you respect so much, Tom Izzo?
Yeah, his is the best. I mean, our business was made great because of guys like Tom, and to not want to follow a lot of his lead and pattern, and we talk a lot. And you know, we think a lot alike in terms of the way the game should be played and the character of the young man. And you know, obviously he's a Hall of Famer. So you know, it was important for me because I have one here. So it's a box checked. You know, it just so happens it keeps us in first. You guys know I don't worry too much about the standings. It's next game, but yeah, it felt good to come in here and, you know, and be able to check a box.
On the left.
Brad, with how experienced this group is and how much you've been with them, I wonder, were you curious to see how they were going to respond to your public comments about toughness and all of that, or did you kind of have an idea of what you were going to see today?
I hoped I had an idea. I mean, it's not the first time they've heard about, you know, me taking someone to the Pizza Hut parking lot and back in the day. And but it's just a mentality, and the mentality's got to be, it's February, it's hard, it's tough, nothing's easy, and staying connected is the biggest part of that, and together and learning to fight for who we are, and not our individual stuff, but who we are. And so I felt pretty good about that, and really challenged him with that. And I thought Kofi's leadership, Trent's leadership, DeMonte's leadership really came through today.
Brad, you know, and maybe, you know, forcing Walker into the shots you wanted him to take, and the fact you made him, just what did your guys do to maybe have the wherewithal to keep making plays even though they weren't getting stopped?
Yeah, the game doesn't stop. I mean, the good thing is we went through it a year ago, and you know, just about the same margin and at Wisconsin, and you know, he had 19 points in 2 minutes. You know, we couldn't stop him. So it was. I didn't want to take Kofi out. You don't have timeouts. You've got to keep Kofi in. We raised him a little bit higher in the ball screens, and you know, then we committed an and one. You know, other than that, all of his shots were jump shots. You know, that was the only and one. So you know, we give him 2-point jump shots. I'm pretty happy with that most of the time. You got to make a lot of them to beat you.
But you said you trusted Jake all along. Back here, Brad.
Yep.
You said you trusted Jake all along. What did it mean for you to see him break through and finally get some shots to go down?
Man, that's what it's all about. Seeing really good things happen to really good people, and I know he is 100% in our corner, not his corner, our corner, and that means winning. And you know, he's got his routine. He's been as frustrated. He's down. He missed the layup at Rutgers, and literally I thought he was going to cry on the court. That kid wants to win so bad, but it's his passing, it's his shooting, and you know, he's an elite shooter. Just needed maybe a little reshift of his focus, and he was very good tonight on the defensive end as well.
Coach, you went with Corbello down the stretch there. Was that about trying to slow down Tyson Walker? And is that an indication that you're starting to trust him a little bit more in end-of-game situations?
Yeah, absolutely. And I mean, we all know that. I mean, I think Dre's been in 14 practices all year. I think 14. And you know, yesterday was our 85th practice. So it's not where he's had a bunch of run, and but he stayed after practice. He was getting a lot of work. You know, he made a big floater. Plus his ball handling and his ability to make plays down the stretch help us on the other end. So you know, he made a great cut, made a great pass to DeMonte, who got a wide open three and just missed it. Those playmaking opportunities are just as important, and you know, when he gets back truly in the 100% capacity and right, he's an elite defender as well.
In the back.
Brad, back in the back. As far as the team's connectivity you were talking about, it just seemed like guys were hustling to help guys up even today. Is that part of that energy that you're talking about, the togetherness, and how much does that really impact the game as well?
It is the game. We can draw up X's and O's. You can all good drop an X and O that get Kofi a basket. That's the truth. The reality is it's all about the other stuff, and they've got to want to fight and play for each other. And that's what I've challenged them with. And when a guy makes a hard play and somebody falls down, doggone it, we need to have 4 other guys sprinting over there to pick him up. And it can't be just in practice. It's gotta be all the time, and, you know, we win together, we lose together, we cry together, we laugh together, and, that's the way it's always been here.
You mentioned a broken play down the stretch. Did you want that shot for Trent? And then what does it mean to have that kind of guy when there's a lot on the line late in the year and all that he's been through?
You know, he went about 13 seconds too early. The play was an option for him and Kofi, and he just went early. And then all of a sudden we got Jake on the wrong side of the floor. We still had plenty of time, but now all of a sudden everybody's looking at me, and Trent just jumps up and shoots it, which you know, it's what Trent does. He's so in the moment. The best thing about Trent is nothing that's happened bothers him, good or bad. He just plays that play, and you know, it's very nice to have a guy like that is on your team and can go make a play. He made a lot of really good plays today. Thank you.